What's a good credit score? Credit scores range. There's a big range from the low 400s to the high 800s. And a good credit score really is different for everybody. If you're a brand new borrower, you're young, you have one credit card, maybe a car loan, a good credit score for you might be just a little bit below 700. If you've been around a long time, you have multiple trade lines, everything's perfect, maybe 710 credit score is something you're not happy with and you want to bump that up to the high sevens or even the eights. And what difference does it make as far as lending goes? Really anything over 720, 740 and above, you're going to be in the best class as far as mortgage pricing goes and mortgage rates. There's not a huge difference. It's barely perceivable for somebody who has a 720 score versus an 800. There's not a gigantic benefit. The benefit will be in loan cost. You're going to basically have the same rate. The cost to get that specific rate might be a little bit lower. And what about somebody on the other end? Mortgage lending is allowed for most government lending into the 500s. So having a 580, 590 score does not disqualify you from borrowing, but what it will do, is make your borrowing cost a little higher. So that's something you'll want to consider when you're shopping for a house. Is my credit score so low that my house payment is going to be so high that I can't afford the house, or I have to buy something that doesn't fit for me and is too small? We can look at those options. We have what's called a credit simulator. So we can run your credit, we can pull it into a credit simulator, and then make changes to your credit and tell us what happens to the FICO. We can add a trade line. We can close a trade line. We can add an authorized user account. Tons of things that we can do. We can pay down balances. We can open new things. We can add a mortgage, do all these different things to your credit and see how it affects it. And then what we'll do is tell you exactly what we did. I'll walk through with it on the phone. Usually we'll do a Zoom call, make different changes to your credit. We'll get the score you want. And then you have a plan. You know what to do. I had a client go away the other day and they were going to open 2 credit cards, secured, a couple of secured credit cards because that's probably all they could get. And then they were going to have their spouse add them onto a credit card as an authorized user. So they're going to have 2 credit cards, 2 new credit cards, and 1 authorized user account. And it was projecting their score to go up quite a bit within 3 months. Like we're talking 80, 90 points to put them into the area where they're eligible and can buy a house. So if you have specific questions about your FICO score, you want to improve it, you want to just see what it is, you want to see how you can go from 720 to 800, or maybe you want to go from 520 to 700, something like that. Give me a call. We can walk through it. I'll help you do that. And let's help you get the best mortgage that you can possibly qualify for, the cheapest payment and the best rate. Thanks for watching. Steve Conwent here, your mortgage guy.